want everyone pulling together. So that's kind of where our team is now, kind of the state of the culture of our team, which is, people say that a lot, but that's really what we're trying to build here.
What does it say about the program that you guys have in place when guys like Cody and Vic go to the pre-draft camp and put up the numbers that they did?
I tell you, it speaks volumes for what we do here and what we've done for the past 2 years with Cody, 3 years, and really it's only 18 months with Cody and 3 years with Victor. It's just a testament to how hard those guys really worked. And people don't. I tell people all the time, when I had all these NBA scouts, every one of them called me and talked to me extensively about each of the kids, and I'm telling them over and over, like, you guys don't understand how hard these guys work. It's ridiculous. There's times where I've got to tell Victor, if we're at an away game, I have to take the ball from him and get him off the court, or I've got to, after a practice or a shoot around. It's amazing how hard these guys work. I would challenge a lot of people to come in here with their basketball program and lift as heavy as we lift. You're talking about Cody squatting 405 pounds, Victor squatting 405 pounds, both of them benching over 315 pounds, and both of them being at the top of their respective positions at the combine. So it's them buying in to what we're selling here at Indiana, and then them taking it a step further with how hard they still continue to push with it.
What's different about this freshman group? I mean, you talk about just having guys around that have been through it enough that they can sort of teach these guys. You're teaching just this, just this class is coming in new. But
yeah,
what's this group been like compared to the other ones you've had?
The biggest difference with this group, and it's crazy because we got kids from Indiana to Virginia to just they're from everywhere, and how these kids have gelled together. It's to see them just talking to each other, communicating with each other, on and off the court. I'll ask them, okay, what are you guys doing tonight? Oh, we're all going to watch a movie, coach. Or where are you guys at? They're always together, and that's probably been the biggest thing. The other thing is how quickly they have bought into what we're doing, and how quickly they've bought into the team aspect of things. Just things as simple as, there's things that we do on the court that we're not going to leave the court until they're completed. So if one guy has to help another guy out, say one guy has to hold a guy's legs up or something like that, they bought into that just like that, and they rallied around each other. So I think that's the biggest difference I've seen with these guys. They're not out for themselves. They truly want to see each other succeed.
Calvert said there are times when you kind of relish having to play the bully and having to really get guys going, and you also know when to kind of put your arm around a guy.
Sure.
How do you just kind of navigate that whole gamut there?
One with me, I have to get to know the players. I'm around them more than anybody. So one, I like to have them see me not as just being the strength coach. So when we have occasional meals and stuff like that, I have them over at my house. Quite often, actually. We just had, right before they left for the summer, they're at my house, and they all come over, we hang out. There's no cell phones. I don't let them talk on the phone or anything like that. We're just going to fellowship. I had the freshmen at my house, just the freshmen, earlier this summer. It was a cool night, so we sat down by the fire pit and roasted hot dogs. Just something totally out of the ordinary for these guys. We're making s'mores and things like that, and, like Troy Williams, he's like, I didn't even know you could roast a hot dog, just things like that. And so when you show the guys that you truly care about them, when you, like I talked to Troy earlier today, I try to talk to each guy or a group of guys every day while they're away from us. But to get them to understand and know that you really care about them, one, as a person, two, as a player, and then they'll tend to do whatever you want. So then when you do get on them, they know that there's a reason why he's not just yelling to be yelling. There's something that I'm not doing right, and I make sure to explain to them after I get all over them exactly why I got all over them, not just to be yelling to yell. So
when these guys come in and I mean, do you identify with each one of them? You know, I'm sure you give them goals or whatever, but is a lot of it, you know, what you want their playing weight to be and stuff like that?
I do. I don't want to let go of too much of the stuff that we do, because I really truly feel that we do things that I would say about 99% of the schools across the country do not do. Our assessment of our players when they come in is as good as, I promise, as any NBA team or I mean, we use a guy from the Olympic Training Center to do some things with our guys to help me out a little bit. We'll do a body fat test and a bod pod. I will do some functional movement tests with them to see what their flexibility is like, what their strength is like, from their right leg to their left leg, right arm, left arm, things like that. Those things are very important. But I'll take them through all these different screens. We'll do conditioning. We'll do strength tests. And then I have a great understanding. We do that as soon as they arrive on campus. Then I have a really good understanding of where that kid is and where we have got to get to. There are some guys that don't need a whole lot. Noah Vonleh, he doesn't need to gain any more weight. The kid weighs 241 pounds now. Okay, he came here to us 8 weeks ago at 231. He just left this summer at 241. Strength is ridiculous. Vertical leap is up. He touched over 12 feet. 240 pounds. There's not a lot of 240-pound college basketball players anyway, especially not ones that are 17 years old. So Noah doesn't really need to get bigger. He needs to get stronger. And so I'm going to do things with him, even more things with him when he comes back, to keep his body weight the same but increase his strength and explosiveness. So those are all assessments that I make with each player on an individual basis. It's not like I throw a broad a blanket over all of them and this is what you're going to do. In my weight room, we may have 6 to 8 different workouts going on. Okay, there's guys, we lift in levels. All of our freshmen come in, they're level 1 guys. I don't care what their training background is, they are a level 1 guy. I take them through their entire workout, the whole way through. I would say, we're doing this next, we'll do this next, we do this next. Then once they graduate from that and they can go up to a level 2, then they can move up. And I have my rack set up the same way. Level 1 guys lift there, 2, 3. Will Sheehy, he's a level 4 guy. Hunter, he's a level 4 guy. Those guys are strong, explosive. They've been in the program. The balance, the flexibility, everything's where I want it to be. Now they can do different things. So we have different steps for our guys. So no one's just doing the same workout.